So the other day I posted a video talking about why Peru, specifically places like Miraflores, Barranco, and San Isidro, might be one of the smartest moves an American could make if you want to retire comfortable without going broke. Pretty standard video. Beautiful coastline, affordable rent, good food, friendly people, and then someone right here dropped a comment that stopped me from scrolling. They said, and I'm paraphrasing now, "Don't come to Latin America. I shouldn't have to explain gentrification." That's it. That was a whole comment, and I sat there for a minute because honestly, I had never thought about that this way before. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Jermane'S. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I talk about life abroad, retirement options, travel, fragrances, men's health, and why more Americans, especially Black Americans and men in their 20s and 30s, looking south for a better quality of life. Today, we are getting into something uncomfortable because that comment forced me to ask myself real questions. Are Americans gentrifying Latin America? Are we? By going down there, renting apartments, opening up little cafes, working remote on our laptops in Medellin and Lima, Rio, are we doing to them what has been done to neighborhoods right here in the United States? Stick with me because I want to get through this honestly. I'm not going to pretend that I have all the answers, but I want to think out loud. We define our term first because this word gets thrown around a lot. Gentrification, at its core, is when wealthier people move into a lower income neighborhood. Property values rise, rent go up, new business pop up, catering to the newcomers. And over time, the people who have been there for generations get priced out. They can't afford to live in their own neighborhood anymore. We have all watched this happen in Harlem, Brooklyn, Oakland, Washington, D.C., Atlanta. Whole communities, Blacks, Latino, working class, push out so somebody could open a $7 oatmeal latte spot where the corner store used to be. Here's the thing, when you frame it that way, it's not crazy, it's actually fair. When somebody say Americans are gentrifying Latin America, what they're really saying is the same pattern playing out, except now the United States is the wealthy outsider and Latin America is the neighborhood. Look at what's real. In Mexico City, specifically neighborhoods like Roma Norte, Condesa, rents have gone up dramatically over the last few years. A lot of locals point the finger at American remote workers who showed up during the pandemic, started paying New York prices for Mexico City apartments, and landlord figured out they could charge a whole lot more by renting to foreigners than local. Happened in Medellin, Colombia. El Poblado used to be a regular upper middle class neighborhood. Now it's full of Airbnb expat bars and digital nomad co-working spaces, and the people who grew up there are getting squeezed out towards the edge of the city. Lisbon is not Latin America, but it's the same story. Same with Bali. Same with parts of Costa Rica. So when somebody from Lima or Bogota look up and see more and more Americans moving in, opening up businesses that cater to other Americans, driving up rent on the same apartment their abuela used to live in, yeah, it is frustrating. I really do see the frustration. That's not a paranoid take, that's somebody watching their neighborhood change in real time. Let me get the other side of this because I don't think it's as simple as Americans bad, stay home. A lot of us going down there aren't doing it because we want to colonize anything. We're going because life in America has gotten brutal. Rent in major US cities will eat 5, 6, 70% of your paycheck. Healthcare will bankrupt you. Groceries are insane. You work your whole life and you will and you can't afford to retire. So when somebody hit 55, 60 years old and look at their social security check and realize I get 3 times further in Ecuador than I'll have in Cleveland, Ohio, what do you expect them to do? They're not buying up 6 properties and Airbnb them. They are regular working class Americans trying to live with some dignity in their later years. And look, let us be real about something else. Latin Americans have been migrating to the United States for generations, for work, for safety, for opportunity, and we didn't call that gentrification. We call it immigration. We call it the American dream. So when Americans go to the other direction, chasing affordability, chasing peace, chasing better quality of life, is that really so different? I'll argue that human impulse is the exact same. People go where life is better. That's just how humans have always moved. Honestly, I think both sides are right, telling the truth at the same time. Yes, when wealthy outsiders move into a place in large numbers, prices go up, local get displaced, and culture gets watered down. That's just math. It happens. Whether the outsider mean well or not, intent doesn't pay rent. But also, yes, individual people have the right to move to seek a better life, to retire somewhere they can afford. That is a basic human thing. So the real question isn't should America go to Latin America or not. The real question is how we go. Are we learning the language? Even just a little? Are you tipping properly? Are you renting from local landlords instead of corporate Airbnb operators? Are you supporting local businesses instead of eating at the gringo brunch spot? Are you getting to know your neighbors? Are you respecting that you're a guest in someone else's country, not a customer, not a colonizer, a guest? Because that's the real difference between somebody who moved to Lima, learns Spanish, becomes part of the community and contributes, and somebody who moved to Lima, never learned Buenos Dias, complains that the Wi-Fi isn't fast enough, and treats the whole country like a budget version of Miami. You see, one of those people is a neighbor and the other is a part of the problem. So after sitting with that comment for a few days, here is where I landed. I don't think the answer is Americans stay home. That's not realistic, and honestly, that's not fair either, especially to the people who literally cannot afford to grow old in their own country. But I also don't think we get to pretend our presence has zero impact. We are not invisible. When enough of us show up with stronger currency and remote work salaries, we do change the place we go. That's just true. So, the move, in my opinion, is this. Go with awareness. Go with humility. Go knowing you're walking into somebody else's home, not your new vacation playground. Learn the language. Spend your money locally. Don't try to turn the neighborhood into the place you just left. And listen, really listen. When the locals tell you something is changing, that's how you're a guest instead of a gentrifier. Look, at the end of the day, I am still going to be making videos about beautiful places to retire because that information helps people, and I still think Peru is one of the best kept secret on this planet. But I also heard that comment. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. So, shout out to whoever left it right here. You made me think, and that's more than most comments do. And to anybody who is still mad that Americans are moving to Latin America for cheaper rent, better weather, and higher quality of life, don't worry. We promise to keep the tradition alive. We'll complain about the Wi-Fi, ask if anybody speak English, tip 10%, and post a TikTok about how we discover a neighborhood that has been there for 400 years. You know, blend right in. This video makes you think? Please drop a comment in the comment section, like the video, and subscribe.